It's UFC 124 weekend. We're here downtown Montreal. Nick Murdocho, Gary Whitaker, and we're here with special guest Erin McDougall, all the way out from Alberta, taking care of business. You'll get to know her a little bit later on in the show. We got a great show coming up for you, and we're going to get to know Erin McDougall.
How about right now? We're going to get to know her right now.
All right.
We got nothing else. This is it.
I thought we were doing an ad hoc, too. So.
No.
All right.
So, Erin, let's introduce people who, I guess, the 5 people in Canada that don't know you right now. Let's introduce you to our viewers and whatnot. Who are you in terms of the MMA, and how did you get interested in MMA to begin with? So, how did you start?
I got into MMA, 5 years ago or so. A boyfriend I had at the time, as awful as that sounds, was training.
Because he's awful, or what happened there?
Oh, no.
Yeah, we won't go there.
Okay.
Yeah.
We will.
No, yeah. So I got into it basically because of him. He kind of fired me up a bit, and I just lucked out with being around an awesome gym, and my role.
Does he still go to that gym?
No.
Oh, okay. There you go.
It was me or him.
Okay.
And she won, apparently.
Yeah, kind of.
And then what? Okay, so that's how you got into MMA as a sport, right?
Yes.
But I mean, I've seen from Facebook messages, I see like Erin McDougall sending out results for RITC, Rumble in the Cage. I've seen you like involved in different aspects of MMA. So what made you get the leap from trying to, I guess, using MMA to watch it, understand it, and get fit with it, to actually participating in I guess the business that is MMA?
Mm-hmm. My coach, at the time at the gym, I was just doing kickboxing classes for fitness, and my coach runs Rumble in the Cage promotion, and they were just stepping up their game as far as trying to get more fans and viewers and stuff, and they wanted to start doing interviews with the fans at the show and the fighters, and he said, hey, I need somebody to do interviews, and I was like, right here, like I can do that, and yeah, so that was. Was
it just that they wanted somebody to do interviews,
or I said the same thing and I never got picked? So.
Exactly, or a specific kind of person to do interviews?
My coach is really funny. He said we need a hot girl.
There you go.
And I was like, ding ding, I can dress the part.
Yes.
And how do people react to you using your good-lookingness, for lack of a better term, to promote the sport and to promote your blog and all of that, as opposed to just taking a serious and more sophisticated approach?
Yes, Nick knows about what good-looking food is all about, but people, it's a different story.
Yes.
Well, you get mixed reviews. I don't have 100% positive feedback, but I would say I would get about 90% positive feedback.
And what do you say to those 10% people? Do you point to your amateur kickboxing fight and say, if you got something to say, step up to me and says it like a woman should?
That was really a part of what fueled to finally start competing.
Really, anger.
I was mad. I was, because I trained my ass off. Like, these people have no clue, and I get that.
And it's gone. I'm just saying.
I don't even know why he's going there.
Yeah, no, I train really hard, and everybody at my gym takes me very seriously. And I know that the people that kind of follow me online, they don't have a clue what I do, and that's fine. So there was a few things that fueled it, but 3 major ones, I just said, okay, let's fucking do this. Let's get a fight, and I'll show the bigger picture.
And what happened in that fight? Because obviously the fight happened, and you won.
I did.
Take us through that and the feeling afterwards.
The fight was amazing. I felt really good the whole time. Backstage warming up, I was on. I felt very confident, and I felt the whole week going into the fight, I felt like I'd done it before. Like I felt like I was just going back to do something that I was very familiar with, and. Yeah, the fight, I got in that cage and I looked across and I was like, I just knew there was no way I was going to lose, not in front of my hometown. And we went and we banged and it was good. Now,
I'm actually curious because leading up to that fight, you've done some photo shoots. I mean, like you said, I mean, you were brought in because you're hot. and you've got the pictures to prove it. If you go check out your blog, which is where?
Blog.erinmcdougall.com.
There you go. There's some worth checking out, right? So there's some hot pictures there. Now, I'm curious, after you do that fight and after you dominate your opponent like you did, do you kind of like say, well, no, I don't want to have any of these girly kind of nice pictures. I want some kind of, you know, She-Ra, Conan the Barbarian type of, you know, watch me flex my muscles and hold a belt type of pictures.
No, it's the opposite.
No, you don't have any more testosterone going through you?
No, I feel like, you know, I have a great photographer that I work with, and he's open to anything and everything. And
really?
Yeah. Well.
No. What pictures have we not seen?
That came out wrong. Anyways,
we'll cut this out in post.
No, we're keeping that.
He's very. I don't even know how to say it now. Anyways, whatever.
Yes, he's awesome.
Yes, he's awesome.
Yeah.
He's very creative, and he's open-minded and whatever, and he's willing to try whatever. That still sounds bad. But anyways, after the fight, I said no. I don't want. I need to like go girly. I need to go back to being.
So you want to
girly.
maintain. You want to maintain what you've already built up.
I want to be the big picture. I don't want to be just one aspect. So.
So going forward, because you've done it in the ring, that doesn't sound good either, but you fought in the ring, and you've talked about and written about mixed martial arts on your blog. Mm-hmm. Going forward, do you want to be more the fighter in the cage or writing about fighters in the cage?
You know, I go back and forth. The week after my fight, I was like, yes, like I've got to do this again. I cannot wait to fight again. And then I got back to training, and I was like, oh fuck, man, sucks so bad. It's so hard.
Yes.
It's like
we can relate.
I know.
It sucks to be hit in the face, and I'm one of the smaller people at the gym, and I'm rolling with guys that are 200 pounds. It just
that's it.
You know, more than that even.
Featherweights.
I've dated women over 200 pounds. What's going on here?
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm very comfortable behind the computer screen because sometimes I don't want people to know who I am, and I feel like I can just put out what I want to say and then go on with my day. So yeah, I'm gonna keep writing, and I'm gonna keep blogging, and opening up what other doors I can with that. But a part of me still wants to take that spotlight and fight.
All right,
and
so
get written about.
Yeah.
Well, so for people that might be confused, then that see a woman who's looking, she's part Gino Carano, who wants to be in the limelight. You know, the attractive fighter that can headline a card. Maybe part Loretta Hunt, who is on Sure Dog and taking care of business and writing books about MMA fighters. Like, at the end of the day, what is your goal? Which one do you want to be?
I don't want to be either. I just 100% want to be Erin McDougall, and I know that I'm going to be criticized regardless of which way I go, so I might as well just make it easy on myself and just be me the whole time. I know that sounds very cheesy. Like, I know it does, but
we like cheese.
Yes.
I have
especially the kind with like 3 different kinds there, and they just slap that on the pizza. Yeah. It's good stuff.
I like cheese too. Yeah, no, I got excuse me, my mom is like absolutely 100% behind me the whole time.
Awesome.
So as long as I don't do anything I can't show her or talk to her about, then I'm going to just keep doing it. So
what's next in the near future then for Erin McDougall, and how can people get a hold of you?
In the near future, my coach wants me to fight in February, so there's a good chance that that's probably going to be happening. We'll see how much I binge eat over Christmas. Mm-hmm. We'll see.
What kind of fight though? Are you going to transition from kickboxing to MMA?
You know, the fight originally was supposed to be an MMA fight.
Right.
That was, we said, okay, let's take an MMA fight. Went in with the training camp was, that was what it was geared towards. It was. 3/4 way through, I would say that it got switched to kickboxing, which I was fine with. I'm very comfortable. Well, I'm not very, you're scared no matter what, but I was fine with taking that. I thought it would be less to worry about, I guess you could say. So yeah, with this next fight going forward, we'll probably go back to aiming for MMA again. It just comes down with who's available, in Alberta to take a fight in Lethbridge.
Do you have any ranks at this point right now? Because you're talking about you want to get to MMA, right? So you've done kickboxing for 5 years. Mm-hmm. What belts do you hold for any other? Do you have any? Is it just like novice or intermediate or expert? You just no one in Alberta. They don't do belts.
Well, I don't have anything.
Okay.
You know what? When I started, it was purely just hitting pads, And I'd never even done a kickboxing tournament. I just...
That's okay. Gary's got nothing either, so don't worry.
I've got a big black belt. That's what I got.
Up the pants right now. Barely.
Any fighters that you see if you do go pro MMA? So any fighters that need to watch out for Erin McDougall? Anybody that you got your eye on right now that you say, you know what, if I want to have a, maybe not your first professional fight, but down the line that for you is a real stepping stone right now, that you can say, if I beat this person, I'm ready.
No, I don't have.
No, I can't get you to call anybody else.
No, not really.
Oh, okay. You sure? Sheila Bird, maybe.
I love Sheila Bird. I think she's fantastic, and her gym and our gym, we're really tight. So I would, and then she would kick my ass right now. So no thanks.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what? It's been a pleasure talking to McDougs, Erin McDougall. And again, where can people check all the McDougall goodness?
Well, my website has got, erinmcdougall.com has got all the basic information on it. The blog, I try to post on that quite often.
Yep. Tons of interviews.
Yeah, I've been really
The quickie.
The quickie, that causes a stir sometimes. Yeah, the quickie. And then MMA News Canada, they put my stuff up as well. And Torture House, MMATortureHouse.com as well. So a little bit everywhere.
All right. You're on Twitter as well?
I'm on Twitter. I love Twitter. I have a lot of fun.
And how can the fans, actually it's good, thank you, Nick. How can fans, your growing legion of McDogs, get a hold of you?
Yeah, Twitter, Facebook, I guess.
I just started something new there, McDogs, huh?
Yeah.
How about that?
We need to drag that up, McDougs.
McDougs.
Yeah,
McDougs.
Already got that.
All right.
We got shirts.
All right.
Team McDougs. Yeah, Twitter, the EM Experience, and Facebook, and on the blog. You guys can all find me there.
All right.
Enjoy your weekend in Montreal.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Rock on.
That was awkward.